Illusion bringing the more traditional setup. I don't like the Cypher. That's my main gripe with this. Yes, Illusion have gotten relatively aggressive on their defensive sides, but not enough to warrant a Cypher to the point where, yes, it'll work much better on the defense, but you have to get a lot of control, especially early on the attacking side, because it's Haven.
And something else I'll say, too, is Illusion hasn't really shown sign of like having like, this is our op player or anything like that, whereas Manish definitely seems to be the case, and operator users are really good on Haven, especially on the defensive side. So having Manish on the Jet with having a Cypher for anti-lurks is going to be so proficient for Core, especially on the defensive side of things. Even on offense, they have the Fade and Breach to work with as well. So I think they're going to be good on both sides, whereas Illusion may struggle on defense.
Town jumping down, though, after only finding one. A good flash. Gnarly can't see a dang thing. The frenzy shots won't land, but they bait out the peak, so Critical can. Manish looking to swing across, finds a second for themselves as well. Trippy's dropped. Core win yet another pistol. For all of you wondering how the pistol rounds have gone thus far, Illusion won all of the first 3 between both Icebox and Ascent. The last 2, both have gone the way of Core on their attacking side both times. Core, wow, that's a great start for him.
Yeah, it is. And also, compositionally, what's the stopping power on defense for Illusion? That is just a guarantee. It requires a lot of reads in prediction work. So they're going to require a lot of Foon getting so much information for the team. Otherwise, outside of using those birds and the dog, there's going to be a lot of guesswork. And that's why Churro has to push out of this, trying to find some way of getting information. Illusion going aggressive on the defense like they have before, pushing out mid as a 5-sec has been the play. Core doing the homework or getting lucky. Either way, we're ready for that aggression out mid and just gun them down for a flawless anti-eco. That might be a tell for how Illusion's defense may go.
I would like to formally apologize to Core for trashing their Cypher pick. My bad. The aggression apparently is there for Illusion. 1 kill between 2 rounds for the squad as a whole. They really only dropped the Omen in the opposing side, that being Town, and that really wasn't a relatively difficult kill to find. A falling Omen is not a very accurate Omen in that same right. Aggression coming through here for Core. A bonus round win would be astounding to see for the squad, but Foon not getting cleared, sitting here with the Vandal, but it's a split through C as a whole. The Cloudburst not letting them see a dang thing, but the swing is, there's 2, but it's immediately traded with 2 back the other way. Den's in a good position, finds the first, does not find a second. A 2-for-2 retake is now just down to the chamber. Churro in a 1 versus 2 with the Roomba on their own side. But Critical with a flick. What is that? Dropping Churro. Core win 3 in a row, and the bonus goes their way. There were cover rifles as well.
My God. So I thought it was going to be horrible because they didn't clear out the corner. A perfect POV perspective from our observer. Just catching that was that key member of Illusion not being cleared, had the perfect opportunity to get multi-kill, but only got good for 1, got traded out in his overall trades on the site. But the turning point was when Critical got the last kill, making it a 2 versus 1 situation, got the weapon upgrade as well. And from there also had an insane flick on top of it all. Now Core in an anti-eco yet again. Illusion a little bit more composed than before. Core watching through mid just in case. Illusion went really hard-headed about it, but they decided not to do so. And it's going to be an open C site that Core's going to have a free reign on. They're just using some utility just in case. Good to just cross those T's, dot those I's. They don't have the full information we do, of course. So just minimal amount of eco, or utility, I should say, just to clear out. Don't want to get anti-ecoed, and there they go. Starling with the first frag on the anti-rotation option. Gets the first frag, it's full flashed, but it is what it is. Foon trades back. Good for 2, though, was Snarly.
This should, again, be a relatively clean round, but losing 2 early is not a great position for them to be in. I think Alvarez just recovered a rifle there.
He
so
did.
This could happen.
Foon
Back
did
the way,
too.
Seekers are popped. Critical swinging through. Aftershock used to just section things off. Churro needs to find a head and does not. Foon backing away towards defender's spawn. They have to find an early kill here. Foon does the swing through. Nothing more. That's the issue. Core with 4.
Critical not on a signed roster currently, here to get a paycheck, is popping off for the 5-0 with an insane flick in the last 2 rounds ago at that point, and then also a fantastic swing challenge with Town. Gets a nice 1v1 out of the smoke as well to shut down Alvarez. Town also stepping up very well as well. Town, honestly, a player who seems to be heating up more and more as the series goes on, which love to see that. Had a little bit of a slow start, but learned those lessons early in Icebox, adapted, and has been fantastic ever since.
Alvarez looking to get aggressive here. Churro should have been detected there. The swing, oh, Town finds the kill. Manish does as well. Alvarez is dead. In goes the Haunt just to find some information, and it will, detecting at least one. I'm not sure if it found the second or not, but Manish swings regardless. The Aftershock used, but Trippy is there for the assist. In goes the Prowler. It does detect Trippy, who is now nearsighted. Can't see a dang thing and is now dead, so won't for the rest of the round. It's over anyway. The Spike plant just for some extra credits, and Core with 5 straight. Chad, in this timeout, I've got some information from around the NSG LAN. E-Daters took game 1 over top of Elite, 13-10, while 2Tap took game 1 over It Is Not Normal, 16-14. Shaz's team, by the way.
It's a close game.
It Is Not Normal, losing map number 1. ZMM Black dropping TMG after map number 1 as well, 13-7. All of those are either in map number 2 or are concluding map number 2 now. We'll keep you updated as we get the end.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by the Zero Marks Black game because they're pretty much the favorites for this whole tournament. TMG definitely has a very unlucky draw on the bracket there for themselves, but hopefully they can come back in game 2, make it a little bit more competitive. The other 2 games, definitely close ones. Exciting to hear about that. This series has certainly been close as well. Even though it's been 2 13-7 games, it's been exciting adaptations going through, and also fantastic to watch a team of Core making adaptations and heating up overall. I talked about Town individually, but the team as a whole has been looking better and better as the series goes on. Illusion, meanwhile, the opposite, falling apart, a little bit more reckless in their abandon of compositional cohesion as the series has developed. However, when we saw them take time out before, they came back stronger, so perhaps that could be the case yet again. They have a Rolling Thunder to work with right now, but they still have that same issue of, on the defensive side of things, they don't have a lot of information to work with. Or one Sentinel's a chamber, just that one trademark now since it was nerfed, which is a little bit of a question to me still, but it is what it is. It's the right decision. And they're going to have to go with a lot of guesswork. So they have a Rolling Thunder, but where do they use that and when is going to be the problem.
Rolling Thunder on both sides, I feel like, is a massive question for either squad. It's, do you use it early to try to initiate onto a site, or do you use it late for either a retake or to deny a retake? That's the question for really both squads. Of course, both teams having the breach allows me to say, hey, both questions are viable. A seems to be the call and the real viable site for Core as a squad. Illusion in this situation are on a relative eco, so it's retake is 5, that's the hope. In goes the Nightfall, finding absolutely nobody. A little bit of a wasted ult, but they solidify control of the site regardless.
Site's clear at least, so they can save a little bit of utility there. Fate is still a new agent, and that ultimate is fairly unique. It's a little bit tough to figure out how to properly use it. I've seen a lot of teams, most teams using it have not efficiently used it. Some teams have enough coordination, they can just swing through that and just obliterate any team trying to defend the site when hit by that. Nice spam underway, pop a little flash from Foon, a nice aerial dodging, a little bit of Maverick style from Manish, and a response by Core is beautiful, and this anti-eco to earn themselves a flawless. Manish will not be caught doing push-ups on the tarmac this time around.
This is a question to our admins on site. Does anybody want to go wake up Illusion? I think they've fallen asleep at their workstations.
Which is crazy.
6 straight rounds. I know, they won map 1 13-7.
And also, Core is the team that played at 11 p.m. start time for the last match last night. They had a really late, more than other teams, game. And the question, like, did they get good enough sleep? Well, maybe they took them a little bit of time to wake up with how Icebox went, but they're definitely awake right now. It's Illusion who seems like they might be a little asleep at the wheel of how they've played. That was eco, though, to be fair.
True. That was one where they were just trying to do economic damage. Spoiler alert, they didn't. Unfortunate situation there for Illusion. Massive
Just
control here for Core. They have mid control. They have long control towards A. They have now lost control towards C Garage, though. A good opening kill. Foon finding that first. That's exactly what you need. But Den's
Oh.
looking to aggress in towards B, but that's not the call. Snarly peeking around, could catch a timing. The Rays not looking their way. They have caught a timing. Trippy and Alvarez not looking the direction of Snarly, but Snarly's not looking their direction either. Finally does, but it's too late. A good paranoia from Trippy will allow them to back up, but straight into the waiting arms of Snarly, who finds a second as well. A double for the Cypher, looking for a third. The Roomba is dealt with, as goes that neural theft, sealing all the information now for the Illusion retake as both go up to heaven.
I thought that was going to be a rough situation for Core because of the fact that they're rotating into the side, had 3 members of Illusion, but it's going to be a 2 versus 2. The flash is good, so they can't get the kill on Churro, and Churro swings through for 3. Churro, with a massive step up to the moment, gets the triple kill, gets the defuse. Well, nope, we'll get that over to Fune because they are having ultimate. That's a perfectly good call. In the moment as well, not even distracted from the hype of the triple kill, gets Illusion the first round win of this last map.
I love the flash as well from Foon up above in heaven. That was used in the previous round just the same, but this time they had the rifles to really use as an aggressive tool. Snarly flashed out, couldn't see a dang thing. Here's how Snarly was a catalyst to early success, and here's how the flash worked out. Outstanding show through. Churro finds the opener towards Long, the second down towards Snarly, and the third to just drop down. Shout out to our observers, by the way, and our replay up, just to give us all that information, because it happens so quickly. Sometimes it's hard for us to even divulge.
Yeah, that was quite the round for sure. And Illusion, yet again, they take a timeout on a pistol and they lose the eco, but they go and win the next round when they have the buy up. So definitely good to see that they are good at rounds that they have the ability to take a timeout for. There goes the Rolling Thunder alongside that scout used by the Fade, so they knew exactly where to look with those lines, telling them, hey, look, enemies here and they're stunned. Get ready to shoot them. Perfect combination of initiators.
Love to see it, and the effectiveness out of that Fade, but in goes the opposing initiation utility. No showstopper for you, says the Fade. In goes the Nightfall for the second time thus far. All 3 will not be able to hear a dang thing, and they're all detected. The information's there. They all fall. It's a flawless round for Core. The Nightfall alongside that Rolling Thunder used with that Blade Storm, but a win's a win. The ults are there to give you rounds. That's exactly what happened.
Dude, I love seeing when a Fade, so this could be a problem later on, but at least for now, it's new, so I'm excited about it. When a Fade with teammates knows where the enemy are, they can just use all their utility just to spam and suppress, and that's exactly what the agent is designed to do, and was done efficiently, effectively. It looks so freaking broken, and that's because they execute it properly as well. We got the information where they were as well, just like how Critical has information where these 2 members of Illusion are. Make that 3. You didn't see the Sky jump up the smoke. Is aware of it anyway, but the ace isn't good. The Tour de Force makes it a 1v1 for Churro.
But he doesn't have to spike. He does have the From the Shadows. He's going to use it. He's going to go on towards A, pop the ultimate, grab the spike, go back to A, and plant. That's exactly what's going to happen. There's the spike, there's the plant. Perfect call. I love when I can read plays, because I totally don't do them in my competitive games. But here's Town, not using the Shrouded Step to get up towards Heaven. Rather is going to use that maybe later on to reposition quietly. The information's not there as towards Churro's position, though, who's just walking up main. No information on either side. The information is that Spike Plant is known, nothing past that. That's the issue that both squads will run into. The Vandal and Tour de Force available for Cho. He swings in towards CT. The Town looking to swing. He swings, but Churro drops him. A strong swing from the Chamber, and a strong round for Illusion, and Eco no less. There's the Thrifty. There's Illusion trying to come back into this game.
Yeah, that round, honestly, like, Churro, literally the player to look at for Illusion, bringing the team back. Gets that kill on a Critical who was maybe overheating a little bit in the moment. Didn't respect the fact that there was an operator in hand, but that's fair. Just popped off and got a big swing for 4K. But Churro gets that kill, gets the 1v1, plays the post plant perfectly in that situation with the off angle as well. Good read on scenario. And then also the player who got that massive 3K early on to win the first round. So this is definitely the player who stepped up in the moment for these clutch situations for Illusion.
You step up more, though. You're still down by 5 in a map where the defensive side isn't this disfavored. Yeah, the attack is usually favored on Haven, just not this much. In goes the Trailblazer, that'll gain information. Snarly looking to be aggressive. In goes the Guiding Light, he avoids it well. The swing, he doesn't even find the kill. Good aggression there from Alvarez. In goes this Rolling Thunder, though. C seems to be the call, and understandably so. Another one-for-one trade towards that A side, though, allows Illusion to gain information and a lot of control to work with. Good Prowler, that finds the near sights, and, well, Dens can't do a dang thing about it. A 3v3 retake here for Illusion. Oh, and they're looking to push it quickly as well. Tribute the double, cannot find the third. Foon steals the third. Illusion with a third as well. There you go. A lot of threes in this.
Indeed. I like what Illusion is doing. They are playing a little bit more heavily for the retake, working together as well, doing 1-2 punches, and trying to be a little bit more eager to get early picks as well, realizing their team composition requires that a little bit more than the average. So they are able to get another round. That one didn't require Churro clutching up as well, which is another great look for Illusion. Seems like some more confidence getting in their sails and a little bit more composure at that as well. They still have a chance to get this to a 7-5 scoreline as we get to see a little bit more perspective of this LAN environment. You see all these players still underway. You can see not so normal, or it's not normal, sorry. Hard to keep up with some of these pickup group team names, but it's not normal after you left. Still in their match. Another update as well is E-Daters did win their series over 1337, aka Elites, in a 2-0 fashion. 2 13-10 games, so fairly close, but not close enough. And we're still waiting on the update for the other 2 matchups going underway.
I'm really upset that we fell. I was happy to see Fireball Ops in another tournament. They were fun to watch as well. That was our best of 3 for
That's a cool roster of players for sure.
I did not see that. I know, they were like so fun to watch as well. Say on there was really efficient. Unfortunately, went -1 in that game. The squad as a whole wasn't great. I'm looking at some of the statistics that we're seeing. Between all the maps, Fireball Ops went 35 and 40. Momiji 32 and 36, played the Viper and Omen. Say was on Jet both maps, but went 32 and 33. It wasn't great for the whole team. Overall, not the worst case scenario, but they lost. They're not in the money. Feels bad, man. They will move on, E-Daters. At least they play the winners of 2-Tap, and it is not normal. 2-Tap already won game 1. You can actually see those 2 squads playing. The left side of your screen has Shazam's team. Yes, Shazam from Sentinels. His team is on the left. The reason we're currently on a break is because we're filtering out PCs. A bit of some technical issues. You can see the PCs being switched out and off. That's the reason.
There you go. That's just LAN things, man. At any LAN you go to, they're incredibly exciting. You get to hang out with the homies, right? All the exciting sounds of the room, the cheers, the banter, all that kind of stuff is always exciting. The downfall, though, is there's a lot going on in that room. So sometimes you need to take a little bit of a tech pause to fix some issues, something of that sort. I believe that might be critical in the 99 there. Definitely a player who shows up to LANs in like that hoodie worn with a mask on kind of a look, very tall lad. So even though we can't see the face, I think the attire is becoming iconic enough that I can recognize that to be the player. Yeah, wearing Core Gaming shirt on as well. So that middle station, right down middle and center, that's the Core Gaming lads, and that would be critical.
Unfortunate situation for Core to be in. It's a technical pause for them. We'll take one as well. We're going to send it to a break. When we come back, we finish off the first half of Haven. Don't go anywhere. See you in a bit.
Spacey ship.
Welcome along to Illusion versus Core. This is map 3. Apologies for the technical issues, but the pit stop crew of Nerd Street Gamers have come back into the fray. Outstanding job by our admin team. We're back into things. Unfortunately, a PC crash has cut us down, but we're starting things right back up in towards A again. That seems to be the call, but Alvarez shutting that one down. Foon does as well. It's everything going the way of this Illusion side. Cavern left alone. 1 versus 5. Has to find it first, then into a second. Will not find anything more than that. Illusion pick up their 4th, coming back from the tech pause in a stylish fashion.
It's a little bit concerning for Core right now, where this should be their advantage side. I think the teams were about even going into the second half based on compositions, but right now I feel like Core should have a better way of things if Illusion guesses wrong. The problem for them that round is Illusion guessed right. They stacked up on A site, they went very aggressive, and that's where they guessed correctly. Core happened to be there, and they got all the frags, used all the utility and shut them down. And also a lot of good gunplay from Alvarez. And like the big buy up from Churro had all the utility. Oh no! Had to drop down because he accidentally dropped the operator. Can't hold mid, but it won't matter because Core said, screw it, we're going back. Run it down, going to A site. And Illusion being forced off with a really bad read, thinking that might have been a fake.
It's not by a long shot. Every single player on Illusion is on C. They drop a dark cover towards A main, but Core has everybody just waiting here. They can get this alt orb for free. They can get the spike plant for free. There's not a single person on the A side. The spike will go down for absolutely free. It's a discounted spike plant. Somebody, I don't know, go buy a lottery ticket for your guesswork on this one.
So Illusion kind of played themselves a little bit there, but here's the things. 1, there's tripwire, so Core will know at least somebody's on the flank here. 2, though, that's good for Illusion, is Core had to use a lot of utility thinking Illusion stacking up, they're taking us, we have to use a lot of utility to get onto the site. So he burned a lot of utility just for that. Cavern needs to get a pick or two here on the fall off. Will not have a way out to disengage. Not like a Reyna, Raze, Jet, anything of that sort. Just needs assistance and nobody's there to help out. Well, critical.
Apparently critical was Churro with 1, Manish a 1 back, and the updraft away stays alive. Cavern is flashed though and does die in that encounter. Manish dropping Trippy, leaves just 1 alive. It's Foon left alone in a 1 versus 2, but the spike is just too far gone. That will indeed do it. Core win 2/3 of the rounds in the attacking side. They solidify control in our final map of play, and as we send ourselves into the second half, we're gonna take a break. took a little bit of a break, but they apparently did not. Core win the pistol. It is their, what, fourth pistol in a row? If I've done my no, third pistol in a row. As Illusion's won the first 3, Core has won the last 3. Illusion down early, not a great position for them to be in, but that's one back. Core, another opener. If I had $1 for every time Core got an opener, I'd be able to retire.
That would be a great call, with exception to Icebox, but what would be also a great call is Critical getting yet another 4K, looking to collect a paycheck today.
Some information from around the NSG Fullerton LAN. 2Tap have won. They have beat It Is Not Normal, and Shazam losing in the quarterfinals apparently is not normal, or in this case, is
unexpected.
now. They are out of the money. It Is Not Normal is done for the weekend. 2Tap, a strong win, 14-12 and 13-11, the 2 maps in that series. We move on to Edaters versus 2Tap after this, but we still have this map to play, and well, ZMM still have to play their game as well. They'll take out the Haunt, but I'm pretty sure it could have gotten a little peek. I'm not 100% sure on that one just yet. Snarly just holding W, apparently does not care. Finds 2 before the trademark even goes off. Drops a cage, but the trades are still there. Snarly onto a 3K in the round. The Cypher playing dividends here on the defensive side. Trippy, though, can only get 2. It's a quad for Snarly in the gun round. Core win yet another, and Illusion are being broken down here on the attacking side.
I absolutely loved Snarly's aggression there. That seemed to catch Illusion off guard, thinking, okay, Core just plays very safely and controlled on the defensive side. Exactly what they've done basically every single round on Icebox and Ascent. But there, Snarly said, screw it, we're just throwing them off and just run through with the Spectre enhanced SMGs, spray and pray, and it worked out. Catching the Illusion on the back foot, but not quite able to respond properly. So Core winning the bonus, 2 away from closing out the series, which is not something you'd expect after seeing that first map, but gotta give them credit. They made the adaptations that they needed to so far and have looked amazing ever since. Even since Ascent started, basically. And now Illusion, the team who has looked better after timeouts, will have at least one more tech pause for this half if they choose to use it. It's something that they may need to do after this round if they lose it.
Still not a great position for them to be in. Town has to vacate the premises. Paranoia of their own will be sent in. That finds at least 3, if not a 4th. Alvarez can't do a dang thing about it. Cavern throwing in the Prowler, finds 1 and near sights him. The second will not find anything. It's taken away. In goes everything here for the defensive side, but doesn't find as much as it probably could have. Snarly finding a kill back the other way. C has to be gained here from Illusion. If it's not, that may just be the map. The swing from Town, though, is perfect. It finds 2. Leaves just Tro in a 1 versus 2, and the swing could come through from that Cypher. There's a flank coming around through the attacker spawn as well, and Chad, it's not looking good for the Chamber.
No, it's good that Snarly is waiting. Don't pick it, not yet! Could have waited!
No, why?
Okay, well, now it's a 1v1.
He's aware.
Churro, we know, is really good at clutch situations, has done so for the first 2 round wins the Illusion had in the series, or at least for this map, I should say, and now it's a 1v1 situation. An operator in hand for Manish. This close range can be a tough shot.
What was the call there for Churro? Manish puts his core onto match point. What was Churro trying to do there? They dropped the rendezvous towards C Garage. Was the call to try and grab the spike, drop towards C Garage and plant B?
Maybe. And it's possible that dropping the rendezvous like that could bait out a shot if somebody wants to shoot that, but I don't think Manish should be foolish enough to do so in that situation. Yeah, maybe just pressure could be the case. Could be distractions. Player environment, that could be a possibility. It was something you need to get used to. I don't know. Tough to say. Could be a lot of possibilities. Either way, Manish holds the angle and hits the shot really well at close quarters with the operator in hand, which is very impressive. And now holding a long, but nobody from Illusion's there. This is match point, series point for Core.
Gnarly starting it off well, Critical with one of their own. It's looking amazing for Core, but Churro brings 2 back the other way. The Spectre coming out on top of those engagements, but not far enough. Tour de Force is popped, looking to get aggressive through. Manish finds the frag, pops the Blade Storm, and dashes straight in. Trippy left alone, 1 versus 3. Finds the first, but is down to 75 HP. Has to shoot the Prowler and back the heck away. The teleport up and over top. The Shrouded Step pushes the team onto an ace. Core move on to the semifinals.